Showing all your working, find the value of each of the following. Okay, so make sure you show your working. You can check this, of course, on your calculator, but this is all about working. So 36 to the minus a half. I'm going to rewrite that. The minus means it's a reciprocal, so it's 1 over, and the half means it's a square root. So I've got 1 over the square root of 36 times fraction. 1 over 3 is a cube root, so the cube root of 125. This gives me 1 over the square root of 36. Square root of 36 is 6, times by cube root of 125 is 5. So we get an answer of 5 over 6. Okay, so dealing with my next question, 49 to the minus a half. Well, what I can do is I could use the rules of indices first of all to simplify this. This is the same as doing minus half times minus 2, which gives me 49 to the power of minus 1. And so at this point, all I have to do is rewrite this as a reciprocal. So I get 1 over 49. Okay, so let's look at these algebraic fractions we're going to have to simplify. Simplify each of the following. So take this in stages. I'm going to deal with the top first of all. I get 6 times 5, which is 30. X to the power of 3 over 2 times x to the power of a half. If I add 3 over 2 and a quarter, I get x to the power of 7 over 4. Okay, on the denominator, I then get x to the power of 5 times a quarter, so I get x to the power of 5 over 4. So now dividing, there's no coefficients to divide, so I get 30. X to the power of 7 over 4, divide by x to the power of 5 over 4, gives me x to the power of 2 over 4, which cancels and simplifies to x to the power of a half. Okay, let's look at part 2, very similar. Adding or considering our numerator there, what I have here is a common factor of y to the power of 5. So I'm going to just scroll down a little bit, give myself a little bit of space. Y to the power of a fifth, is a common factor, so I'm going to take that y to the power of a fifth out. What it leaves inside the bracket is 3 plus 2y to the power of 6. Okay, so if you're not sure, think about expanding this bracket. Y to the power of a fifth times 3 gives me 3y to the power of a fifth. 2y to 6 times y to the power of a fifth would give me this 2y to the power of 6 fifths. Underneath, I then have 5y to the power of a fifth. And now I can divide through top and bottom by y to the power of a fifth, so that I get 3 plus 2y to the power of 6 all over 5. And that's as far as I can simplify. Let's have a look at the marks for this question. Okay, so you get 2 marks for getting to this answer. So you get 1 mark basically for the numerator, 1 mark for the denominator, but this working must be shown. Okay, so at this point you get 2 marks for your answer, but either 49 to the power of minus 1 or 7 to the power of minus 2 have to be demonstrated in order to get that mark. Sorry, it's not B2 mark. It is, of course, a B1 mark. Sorry. Let's scroll down. Sorry, having a little bit of a technical difficulty here. So let's scroll down and have a look at the last answers. So, first of all, the first mark is given for simplifying the numerator and the denominator correctly, and then the second mark is given for a correct answer. And then very similar marking method on the second one. Method A, B1 standalone mark is given for dealing with the numerator, and then finally a B1 mark, standalone mark for getting the final answer. Okay, well I hope that all made sense.